So, hello everybody. Welcome to That CMS Guy. We are back after a little intermediate break because of Christmas, but now we're back into interviews, exposing the CMS, our favorite thing to do. Today we've got the wonderful Sam, who's got a very interesting story. We connected, didn't we, Sam, on TikTok. So, Sam, tell everybody who you are and what's your story.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't call it a story. I'd call it more like a horror. It's my story. Well, they came into my life.
For clarification for everybody, that's the CMS.
Through a malicious claim made by my ex-husband. We'd already separated. We had 4 children. I've got 2 adult children and I've got 2 children that are younger. And they're with me. So when we separated, we agreed we've got 2 each. My 2 restrict my life because of how old they are. And I feel I've got the ones that need me the most because the other 2 are adults. Neither of us were going to pay each other any money. And if I'm honest, I actually said to him, I don't want your money. I don't want anything from him. Because if I do give you a bit more of a backstory to that, it puts my story more in context. So you'll understand why he did what he did and he went to the CMS.
Yeah.
Purely out of spite. I ended a 14-year marriage after about 3 years where it got really bad. I was dealing with a narcissist. Obviously, I didn't realise I was married to a narcissist.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think when people actually have a relationship with a narcissist, it takes a long time generally for them to understand that that's the relationship they're in. And obviously it takes a long time to then, recover from that. Yeah, sure.
Until I was educated about narcissism thanks to TikTok. Anyway, so I went
Thank you, TikTok.
Sorry?
Thank you, TikTok. That's how I learned everything.
Yeah, thank you,
TikTok. Teaching me everything about narcissism.
Yeah, they should actually teach about narcissism in schools. And sociopaths, because he's also a sociopath. So basically, we separated, and I will also add in that I'm also a victim of parental alienation as well.
For those who don't know, parental alienation is a strategy whereby one parent is intentionally displaying to the child unjustified negativity aimed at the other parent. The purpose of this strategy is to damage the child's relationship with the other parent and to turn the child's emotions against the other parent, it's diabolical, really.
I have, in the process of separating from him and getting away, lost 2 children as well, which is quite upsetting. But it got that bad with him that I had to get the police involved. I had all services involved with myself and my family, which was, for me, was quite hard being in the profession that I was in and being trained in what I was trained in, that actually when I went home, none of my work colleagues knew what I was living with, but basically did a right number on me. He's acting like a bitter, scorned woman. They go to the CMS on purpose because they just want more money, they want to screw you over. And a couple of my friends have actually shot themselves in the foot by doing this and demanding more money. And actually this is rare, but when the CMS now done the calculations, they actually ended up getting less money.
Actually, that's a really good point. I've had lots of fathers who have come to me and said that they've had a private arrangement with the mother and they've been paying on a regular basis. And, the mother then decides that she wants more money and that they have this disagreement about the amount that they should be paying. And she just goes to the CMS. So this is a regular occurrence, really.
So that served them right. But what I'm trying to say is that what he did and when he went to the CMS on me was purely malicious because we'd been separated a while and then he found out I'd moved on. And that's where things ramped up a bit. The CMS is like a pie. It's a big fat pie that obviously there's a lot of people in power in this country like to have a dabble in and have a taste of and creaming it off every now and again, having their slice of the pie. And us little people here are being destroyed and there's no other word for it actually. They have it's like they're hell bent on, they will do what they can to destroy you, to make you submit.
CMS is essentially a financial model, and that means that it will do anything it can to try to cause fear in the hearts of parents out there to be able to accrue that money. The National Audit Office has said that actually what they're doing goes beyond corruption. So, it's not surprising to me that what you're saying here, to be honest.
The CMS are named by coroners on death investigations and certificates and reports that CMS played a factor and a massive part of the deaths of that poor individual that they're, certifying.
1,000 deaths a year, isn't it? It's about 1,000. So
Yeah.
it's 3 deaths approximately per day.
Yeah. So so there was people with the post office that took their lives. Yeah. And that's horrific with what happened to them. But can I just let people know watching this, wherever they are, there are mainly men, because I haven't heard of any women. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Let me just tell you that Brian Hudson, who did a lot of research into the CMS over a period of 3 years, actually established that it's about 14 times higher unaliving within the CMS than it is in the general population. It's higher for women in the CMS than it is for men, significantly.
Yeah.
And I think that's because of the way that women, they deal with things differently, don't they? So
yeah, we do. But like I keep saying, at the end of the day, we're all human. We all get affected by trauma, and let's not beat about the bush here. CMS cause you horrific mental stress and trauma.
you said things that I think are really important to just stress. One is that a lot of these guys and ladies think that they're on their own, and that's part of the strategy of the CMS, is to make you feel isolated. Yeah. The more isolated you feel, the less likely you feel to be able to cope with what's going on. So it's really important to reach out, speak to people, reach out to your family, reach out to organizations, reach out to that CMS guy, reach out to that family house buddy, reach out to CMS groups, reach out as to whoever, because we all understand that it's having a community of people that will be able to help support. Whilst we're trying to tackle the CMS to bring them to account, community is really important. Don't deal with it on your own, and don't feel that there is no way out. There is.